You a story you may or may not have heard of already. Back in the early 2000s, Tim Duncan was seriously considering signing with the Orlando Magic that already had Tracy McGrady on that team. But because of a failed communication agreement with the coach Doc Rivers, he pretty much wanted his team to travel to some games on the plane, and he would have been sold on joining the Orlando Magic. But Doc Rivers balked at the idea. He said no. So Tim Duncan stayed with the San Antonio Spurs and became a Hall of Famer and a dynasty with the Spurs. Our video today is what if Tim Duncan actually joined Tracy McGrady and the Orlando Magic? So here we have him, prime Duncan, prime T-Mac, 97, 95. That would have been a great duo. Imagine them going up against Kobe and Shaq. And also, this is in the Kobe era. So let's see. We have Kobe and Shaq. We have, what's his name? Iverson. Where's Iverson at? Let's see. This is my guy Iverson. This is Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker. You guys get what I'm saying here. Who else is here? Old Karl Malone and John Stockton about to retire. The Kings, Paige, Bibby, Christie. I'm not sure where Chris Webber is. Maybe he's just not in 2K overall. But yeah, we are in the year 2002, I believe. Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Kenyon Martin. This is before Carmelo, LeBron, and Wade got into the league. Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups. So Vince Carter. Yeah, so we are in the year 2002. We have Tim Duncan teamed up with Tracy McGrady. Guys, we're going to simulate one season. We're going to get into the playoffs and see how far this duo can go. All right. So let me know your thoughts. How far do you think they could go? What do you think that duo would have looked like in terms of championships? Will Kobe and Shaq still have three-peated? Would this have been the new dynamic duo? Let me know. We're about to hop into the playoffs. We're simming the regular season right now, and then we're going to simcast some games and hop into as many exciting games as possible. We are at the end of the regular season, the 2003 NBA season, and Tim Duncan wins MVP on the Orlando Magic, making an immediate impact there, averaging 25, 15, and 5. Good stuff. Let's see what else is going on around the league. Yao Ming wins Rookie of the Year. Marcus Fizer, six-man. Ben Wallace, defensive player. Richard Jefferson, I enjoy him on ESPN. Most improved, good stuff. Doc Rivers, the Orlando coach of the year. Yeah, you could have had all this, buddy. You messed it all up, Doc Rivers. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at all NBA first team and second team and one. Now, Kobe, Kidd, Duncan, Garnett, and Shaq. Let's go. We got Tracy McGrady on the All-NBA second team. Iverson, Dirk, Paul Pierce, Ben Wallace, Vince Carter, Baron Davis, Jermaine O'Neal, Antoine Walker, a young Pau Gasol, All-NBA 13. And all-defensive first team, Artest, Kobe, Duncan, Kirilenko, Ben Wallace. And looks like that's just about it. So, guys, what we're going to do is take a look at some stats, the league leaders, and the standings. But let's see. Let's take a look at these points real quick. So Kobe led the NBA in scoring at 33.1 points a game, a fresh 24 years old. Tracy McGrady is second at 30.7. So his scoring didn't drop off one bit. There is Shaq, Kobe's running mate, and there is Duncan, T-Mac's running mate. So overall, we got in terms of, we got the Lakers 1-7 and the Magic 2-8 in terms of top scorers. Let's take a look at rebounding. Ben Wallace is 1. Duncan is 2. Shaq is 4. There we go. And assists, let's see. Anyone from the Magic? Nope, that's what I can see. All right, so we could tell they're already going to be some dynamic teams. Let's take a look at everyone in the league. The Orlando Magic finished first in the NBA, 65-17. They got a 13.4 point differential in the NBA, which is probably number one. It is. And yeah, so the second best team is in the East as well. It's the Nets. Then it's the Golden State Warriors. That's surprising. Then you have Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash on Dallas. Then you have the Hornets. I'm not even sure who's on this Hornets team right now. Like, why are they so good? Baron Davis, David Wesley, Vlade. Okay. Then it's the Lakers. Then it's the Timberwolves. All right, and the Raptors. Let's see what the matchups are. So the Orlando Magic have the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. So as promised, we are going to simulate these games. And unless there's a close game, we're just going to keep simcasting, guys. That's it. That's all. All right, Magic do take Q1, drop Q2, blow out Q3, and they're going to take a big game one. Duncan 13 and 10, 35, 13 and 10. There we go. And McGrady 26, 7 and 10. On the Bucks at this time, no Giannis, but they got Ray Allen, Michael Redd, Sam Cassell, and Tim Thomas. That's a nice team. All right, so the Magic are up 1-0. Guys, who do you think is going to come out the West? Warriors, Lakers, Dallas. I don't know. The Magic do drop the first half. They win third quarter big, and they're going to win game 2 as well. 35-17, 6-4 for Duncan, 27-5-16. 5 turnovers for Tracy McGrady. And not to be underestimated is Grant Hill. He's 30 at this point, dealing with ankle problems, but he's doing this thing as well. That's a good third complimentary piece, especially in the early 2000s. All right, so game 3. Let's see. The Magic drop Q1, take Q2, take Q3, and looks like they're going to win on the road as well. They're up 3-0. Tracy McGrady, 36, 9, 4, 3 rebounds, 24 and 21 for Duncan. Let's go. All right, they're going to go for the clean sweep at this point. Let's see if they can get it done. They're still in Milwaukee. They take Q1 by 10. They drop Q2, but they still have a nice lead. They drop Q3, and I think they're going to go ahead and sweep the Bucks. 33, 16, and 8 for Duncan, 28, 9, and 4 for Tracy McGrady. So Tim Thomas came up big, but the Magic are on to the next round. Let's see who they have. So they have Tracy McGrady's cousins, Vince Carter, Air Canada, VC, Vinsanity. That guy, he's a beast. All right, so let's see. They tie Q1. They take Q2 by 15, take Q3 by 11, so they definitely they win easily. 36, 15, and 4 for Duncan. Grant Hill with 33, 9, and 6, and Trace McGrady with a triple-double, 32, 10, and 11. Yeah, if they're playing like that, they are not going to lose whatsoever. All right, let's see. Game 2. I think the Magic are 5-0 in these playoffs so far. They drop Q1. They do take Q2. They drop Q3. It looks like they're finally going to lose their first game. They do. They lose by 17. 31 for Duncan and McGrady apiece. Vince Carter had a great game, 31, 8, and 6. All right, so they lose their first game of the playoffs. It's tied 1-1. They're going to have to get a game in Toronto. They drop Q1. They take Q2. They take Q3. I think they proved they can win on the road. They're up 5, and they're up 10. They got this. There we go. 38 for Mike Miller. Let's go. Mike Miller was that three-point specialist back in the day. 33, 13 for T-Mac, and 26 to 15 with 6 blocks for Duncan. Let's go. Vince Carter had a great game, 35, 9, and 8. And the Magic are up 2-1. Let's get it. Now, can they go up 3-1? Let's see. They do take Q1. They take Q2. They tie Q3, and they're in good position. I think they got this. Super job. All right, 28, 18, and 6, and 4 blocks for Duncan. Everyone supported pretty well at the same breath. And McGrady, I've noticed this is the second game McGrady fouled out on. Duncan Miller had 5 fouls, but they're up 3-1. They're getting it done. So let's see. They go back to Orlando. Let's see if they can close this out. They drop Q1, actually. They dropped the first half altogether. They dropped Q3. It's not looking good at this point for them. It doesn't, yeah, they're going to lose by 4. 42, 9, and 9 for McGrady. Wow. And 20, 10, and 5 for Duncan. Mike Miller fouled out. Wow, what a waste of a performance. And what's his name? Vince Carter didn't even play great. He fouled out, and they still lost. All right, so it's a 3-2. I fully expect the Magic to pull this out. I really do. All right, they take Q1. We're back in Toronto. Drop Q2. Drop Q3. Looks like they're gonna, it's a 4-point game. Yeah, and they actually do lose. Let's take a look at that box score real quick. 22, 5, and 7 for Vince Carter. 33, 9, and 13 for McGrady. 28, 13, and 7 for Duncan. Sean Kemp almost had a double-double. All right, we got a game 7. So they went from sweeping to game 7 in Orlando. Let's see. Can they get it done? Can they move on? They take the first half. They're in good shape. They're going to win. The super job. 30, 16, and 6 for Duncan. 28 and 8 for T-Mac. And let's see. Vince Carter, he kind of just ran out of gas, but they're going up against the second seed New Jersey Nets. This was the second best team in the East, so let's see how this does. The Nets might be a more well-rounded team, but they have a superstar. No, they do have a superstar, Jason Kidd. The Magic have two superstars, though, so we'll see how that goes. And they take game one, 26-16, and 6 blocks for Duncan. McGrady had 18, 5, and 5. Richard Jefferson led the way with 24. Jason Kidd had a double, almost had a triple-double, actually. But the Magic pull it out. They're up 1-0. And let's see if they could go up 2-0 on their home court. They take Q1 by 5. They take Q2 by 5, so they're up about 10. They got 11-point lead. We're in overtime. Okay, I think they got this. Whoa, good win. 33, 7, and 8 for McGrady. Duncan looks like he fouled out. Grant Hill fouled out. I'm surprised they pulled out the win. Good stuff. All right, they're up 2-0, which is really important. They are going back to New Jersey Nets. And by the way, New Jersey Nets are not the New Jersey Nets anymore. They're the Brooklyn Nets. They moved to Brooklyn. Got KD, Kyrie. They're doing kind of well, actually, right now. And they're going to go ahead and take a 3-0 lead, 31, 7, and 9, and 4 blocks for T-Mac, 29 and 14 for Duncan. Good stuff. Jason Kidd had a great game, 28 and 11. So they're up 3-0, not having any problems with this Nets team. So let's see if they can close it out and move on to the championship. Let's see. They dropped Q1, though. They do take Q2. They take Q3, and it's a very, very close game. It's tied at 110 with 22 seconds to go. Let's see. Duncan, McGrady's, they're both in the game. Let's see. Everybody seems to be in the game. Let's hop in here. Guys, tied at 110, 16 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Let's see what happens. Tracy McGrady on Jason Kidd in New Jersey, looking to put this away. Let's see what happens. He's going to go down to the wire with this one. Oh, let's go. He puts it up. Oh, can't get it, and they're going to take a timeout. New Jersey has an opportunity to win. All right, guys, one tied at 110, 1.8 seconds to go. New Jersey's got the ball. They're looking to win. Oh, Jefferson puts it up. Oh, in and out. We got overtime. Wow. All right, guys, so the New Jersey Nets actually won in overtime, so they were able to get on the board, but the series is still 3-1, so the Magic are definitely still in control here. They're going back to Orlando. Let's see if they can close it out. They take Q1. They drop it's tied. Q2 is tied. They take Q3, and I think they're going to go ahead and close it out. Finally, good stuff. Yeah, they won by 14. 39, 5, and 12 with 3 blocks from McGrady, 26, 10, and 8 with 3 blocks from Duncan, and they're moving on. Good job. And let's see, Sean Kemp looks like he fouled out, but no worries. Who are they playing in the West? Some of the worst teams at that time, but in the Warriors and Clippers. The Clippers are actually in the finals. Wow. Who is on this team? I'm like, Lamar Odom, Andre Miller, Wesley Persons, Elton Brand. I don't know. Who did they beat? How are they here? They beat the Warriors, who beat the Lakers. I'm shocked. What happened to where's Dallas? Dallas lost to the Rockets. Minnesota lost to the Lakers. That's expected. Well, okay. This should be a bloodbath, honestly. Like this, they should win. They should probably sweep the Clippers, just saying. You know what I mean? Duncan should handle Brand, and everything should be everything. But let's see. And let's see. It's actually a close game. There are 5. I think they got this. Super job. Duncan had 48, 16, and 5. Wow. McGrady only had 8, 5, and 3. This was all about Tim Duncan. He had 48 points. Wow. All right, they're up 1-0. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they should definitely have their way with this team. No lie. All right, so they take Q1. They drop Q2. They take Q3. And let's see. They're up 3. They're up 4. I think they got this. Yeah, they win by 2. 31, 13, and 5 for Duncan. At this point, Duncan is definitely going to be finals MVP. For real. They're up 2-0. I expect them to sweep, but let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. They take Q1. They take the first half. They take Q3. And, yeah, they're going to take game 3 as well. McGrady, 38, 12, and 8. Duncan still had a great game, 27, 18, 7, and 6 blocks. I'm going to say Duncan is definitely finals MVP. They should sweep, and that should be that. But let's see what happens here. 39. They take Q1. They take Q2. They take Q3. Yeah, this is over. I told you exactly. They win by 35. McGrady had 27, 5, and 10. Miller 24. Duncan came back to earth a little bit with 19, 6, and 8. He fouled out. Mike Miller fouled out. I fully expect Tim Duncan to get Finals MVP. Let's see. Congrats to the Orlando Magic, have won the championship. Tim Duncan, Finals MVP, just like I thought it would happen. 31, 13, and 6 with 3 blocks. Good stuff. So imagine if Tim Duncan went and signed with the Orlando Magic. They definitely could have been champions. They definitely could have been champions, for real. Let's see. Let's take a look at league leaders for the playoffs real quick. Just let's take a look at those numbers. Kobe 34, Shaq 30, Duncan 28, and McGrady 28. Yeah, they were scoring big time. Duncan was second and rebounding, and let's see. McGrady was 6 in assists. Good stuff. So yeah, they did their thing. Let's take a look at. I don't think any records were broken, but let's just take a look. Magic. Let's see. Honestly, I'm really looking for Duncan to see if he left his mark anyhow. Free throw 16. There you go. He made top 5. 25 rebounds. There you go. That's second. So you can see Shaq did play for the Magic back in the 90s, mid 90s. Let's see. Duncan anywhere else? Looks like that was probably it. Yeah. And what about playoffs? Tim Duncan 48. That's a new Orlando Magic scoring record for the playoffs. Tim Duncan and field goals, 3-pointers. No, Tim Duncan free throws. There we go. He's got that record. Rebounding, he's second. Shaq still got the record overall. Assists, Tracy blocks. Duncan is all over that. Almost erased Shaq from the board there. And minutes, no turnovers. Duncan, he did have 8. Wow. All right, but yeah, they did it. I don't expect any NBA records overall to have been broken, shattered, or even come close to. But NBA history, Tim Duncan won Finals MVP, and the year prior he won MVP with the San Antonio Spurs. So back-to-back MVPs for Duncan. Now he's got a championship on his belt, and I don't think that's his first championship either. Actually, let's see, most improved All NBA. What I want to look at is, let's see, he had a Finals MVP. In 99 with the Spurs. So that's his second one. And obviously we know that Tim Duncan won a lot of championships with the San Antonio Spurs. So, yeah, I'm sure if we would continue to simulate, they would win at least 2 or 3 more, probably replicate what Kobe and Shaq did. But, guys, that was the video. What if Tim Duncan signed with the Orlando Magic in the early 2000s? Let me know your thoughts, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace!